Good day, grade sixes. Hopefully, this is our last isolation lesson together. What I have for you today is very first thing off the bat, we have a Masked Singer. It's one that a lot of you, I'm guessing, might know, even if you don't know what the person looks like. I'm sure you'll know the name once it gets revealed. And please read through all three points about them before you try to do your guess and remove the mask and the top secret sign. And after you're done, please put those back on just so that anyone else who does the activity can have that mystery as well. And then there's a song attached to the picture, and I would really like it if you took a listen to that. It's a very great song. I personally enjoy it quite a lot. The rest of today is kind of a continuation of what we did last class, looking at different timbre voices, so the different way voices sound. Even if they're the same voice type, we can still have different styles of voices within a voice type. And then we have the differences between voice types as well. So what we're looking at today is how these different timbres sound when we combine them, and they create a whole new timbre, or combined sound in this case. So I have an example of a children's chorus, and I want you to write down or make some notes about how does this sound? What's an adjective that you would use to describe this sound? Is it dark? Is it bright? Is it very fluid? Do they sound very tight, high pitched, or they sound more open? How would you describe the sound? And the song can impact this as well, but in this case, we're trying to just look at the way the voices sound. And then I have a men's chorus and a women's chorus. So I have a group that is grown men singing together, and then a group that's grown women singing together. They're both from the same university, so that helps. They're probably trained by very similar people. And just seeing how those two compare and how they're different, how the combined sound of the group with different voice types sounds. And then after that, I have a mixed chorus for you. So this is a group that's both men and women, all of different voice types, and seeing how they fit together and how that sounds in comparison. And then finally, I have some smaller ensembles. So I have a duet, a trio, and a quartet. The quartet is an all-male quartet, so unfortunately, I didn't find one that was a mix of men and women for the quartet. So just use that within reason. All four of those are different voice types. Well, one's a control. One would be a countertenor. One would be a tenor. One would be a baritone, and one would be a bass. And that combination makes a very specific sound. And then the trio is a mix of what sounds like a bass, a tenor, and either an alto or soprano. And then the duet, I'm guessing, is between a tenor and a soprano, from what I could hear. Maybe a mezzo soprano. And I want you to see how the combinations of these different voices affect the timbre as well. And then seeing how someone with a group of two voices sounds different over a group of 4 and 3 or 23. And when we can come back together, and once we're done all recording for spring concert and getting that taken care of, we're going to start doing some identification of what these different groups might be. So if I play you a recording, can you tell me if that's a children's choir, or maybe that's a men's chorus, or maybe that's a mixed chorus, or that's a trio or a quartet, whatever it might be. Okay, so that won't be for a little bit, but this is a good start to get us used to what these different sounds might be like. So that when we're listening to any kind of performance, on the radio, we can start to understand, hey, I think this is this kind of group, or this is this kind of group. Okay, because the stronger our ear is, the better we can be at so many different learning areas, as I've talked about in class before. Okay, have a great rest of your day and weekend, and God willingly, I will see you all next week. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.